Canon 2. Propriety. A lawyer shall at all times act with propriety and maintain the appearance of propriety in personal and professional dealings. Observe honesty, respect, and courtesy, and uphold the dignity of the legal profession consistent with the highest standards of ethical behavior. Section 1. Proper conduct. A lawyer shall not engage in unlawful, dishonest, immoral, or deceitful conduct. Section 2. Dignified conduct. A lawyer shall respect the law, the courts, tribunals, and other government agencies, their officials, employees, and processes, and act with courtesy, civility, fairness, and candor towards fellow members of the bar. A lawyer shall not engage in conduct that adversely reflects on one's fitness to practice law, nor behave in a scandalous manner, whether in public or private life, to discredit of the legal profession. Section 3. Safe environment. Avoid all forms of abuse or harassment. A lawyer shall not create or promote an unsafe or hostile environment, both in private and public settings, whether online, in workplace, educational or training institutions, or in recreational areas. To this end, a lawyer shall not omit any form of physical, sexual, psychological, or economic abuse or violence against another person. A lawyer is also prohibited from engaging in any gender-based harassment or discrimination. Section 4. Use of dignified, gender-fair, and child and culturally sensitive language. A lawyer shall use only dignified, gender-fair, child and culturally sensitive language in all personal and professional dealings. To this end, a lawyer shall not use language which is abusive, intemperate, offensive, or otherwise improper, oral or written, and whether made through traditional or electronic means, including all forms or types of mass or social media. Section 5. Observance of fairness and obedience. A lawyer shall, in every personal and professional engagement, insist on the observance of the principles of fairness and obedience to the law. Section 6. Harassing or threatening conduct. A lawyer shall not harass or threaten a fellow lawyer, the latter's client or principal, a witness, or any official or employee of a court, tribunal, or other government agency. Section 7. Formal decorum and appearance. A lawyer shall observe formal decorum before all courts, tribunals, and other government agencies. A lawyer attire shall be consistent with the dignity of the court, tribunal, or other government agencies, with due respect to the person's sexual orientation, gender identity, and gender expression. Section 8. Prohibition against misleading the court, tribunal, or other government agencies. A lawyer shall not misquote, misrepresent, or mislead the court as to the existence of the contents of any documents, arguments, evidence, law, or other legal authority, or pass off as one's own the ideas or words of another, or assert as fact that which has not been proven. Section 9. Obstructing access to evidence or altering, destroying, or concealing evidence. A lawyer shall not obstruct another lawyer's access to evidence during trial, including testimonial evidence, or alter, destroy, or conceal evidence. Section 10. Conduct in the presentation of a witness. A lawyer shall avoid all forms of impropriety when presenting or confronting a witness. A lawyer shall not coach, abuse, discriminate against, or harass any witness in or out of the court, tribunal, or other government agency, or talk to a witness during a break or recess in the trial, while a witness is still under examination. Neither shall a lawyer direct, assist, on abate any misrepresentation or falsehood by a witness. Section 11. False representations or statements. Duty to correct. A lawyer shall not make false representation or statements. A lawyer shall be liable for any material damage caused by such false representations or statements. A lawyer shall not, in demand, letters, or other similar correspondence, make false representations or statements, or impute civil, criminal, or administrative liability without factual or legal basis. A lawyer shall correct false or inaccurate statements and information made in relation to an application for admission to the bar, any pleading, or any other document required by a submitted to the court, tribunal, or agency as soon as its falsity or inaccuracy is discovered or made known to him or her. Section 12. Duty to report dishonest, deceitful, or misleading conduct. A lawyer shall immediately inform a court, tribunal, or other government agency of any dishonest, deceitful, or misleading conduct related to a matter being handled by said lawyer before such court, tribunals, or other government agency. A lawyer shall also report to the appropriate authority any transaction or unlawful activity that is required to be reported under relevant laws, including the submission of covered and suspicious transactions under regulatory laws such as those concerning anti-money laundering when disclosing or reporting the foregoing information to the appropriate court, tribunal, or other government agency. The lawyer shall not be deemed to have violated the lawyer's duty of confidentiality. Any such information shall be treated with strict confidentiality. A baseless report shall be subject to civil, criminal, or administrative action. Section 13. Imputation of a misconduct, impropriety, or crime without basis. A lawyer shall not direct or indirectly impute to or accuse another lawyer of misconduct, impropriety, or a crime in the absence of factual or legal basis. Neither shall a lawyer directly or indirectly file a cause to be filed or assist in the filing of frivolous or baseless administrative, civil, or criminal complaints against another lawyer. Section 14. Remedy for grievances. Insinuation or improper motive. A lawyer shall submit grievances against any officer of a court, tribunal, or other government agency only through the appropriate remedy and before the proper authorities. Statements insinuating improper motive on the part of any such officer which are not supported by substantial evidence shall be ground for disciplinary action. Section 15. Improper claim of influence or familiarity. A lawyer shall observe propriety in all dealings with officers and personnel of any court, tribunals, or other government agency, whether personal or professional. Familiarity with such officers and personnel that will give rise to an appearance of impropriety, influence, or favor shall be avoided. A lawyer shall not make claims of power, influence, or relationship with any officer of the court, tribunal, or other government agencies.